Eliab, hello. How you doing? I've got your ad campaign up here. Looks like you got your two banners. I'm guessing these are billboards, two billboards and two magazine ads. I think that's what we're looking at here. I'm pretty sure. So what I want to do is I want to take a look at the work, and there's a couple of things. I zoomed out like this because I want to show you something, and it's really something that you probably didn't see, but hopefully by zooming out like this, you're gonna see what I mean. But we take a look at each piece, and there's just this overwhelming blockiness to your campaign, and I think that overwhelming blockiness is caused by these big blue wedges that you've kind of wedged into the corners of the ad and then the corner of the billboards. And I think it's just so heavy. It really doesn't give your image a chance because visually we're just even when we try to look here, the eye is just drawn to this weight right here, and it creates a kind of a very uncomfortable visual tension. My suggestion is this, and let me zoom back in here. I would recommend take that blue block right out of there in all the ads. Get rid of it and just recompose your type. The other question that I had was, what is the significance of the diagonal to this piece conceptually? And unless there is one, I've been really thinking high and low, and I can't think of one now. Unless there is one, I say, if there's not a reason, why do it? Why add all this visual blockiness and weight if there's no conceptual meaning behind it? So for that reason, what I would recommend doing is I would go here, I would take that block out, I would recompose the type to read on a true horizontal as opposed to this diagonal. Why have people tilt their head when you don't have to? No need to look again. Subhead right there. The piece and the logo, and that's all you need. Keep the orange background with her. That way you'll be able to see this. Right now you can't see this at all, so this ad doesn't make sense. Consider this being a billboard. The person is probably in some sort of motion looking at it, so it's difficult to see right now. I mean, you have to really look at this composition for a second before you realize there's glasses hanging from her bathing suit, right? So I think that would be alleviated if once I just think this whole thing would be so much more airy and inviting without that big blue heaviness. Same thing here. I mean, you can clearly see here. If I just take let's do this. Let me do this. Okay, let me just take this and I'm going to place it over here, right here, and you can just see how airy and light and inviting this part of the ad is. Then we take this and we go, oh, it's like almost like somebody just put a wall up, right in front of us to preventing us from being part of this ad. You see what I'm saying? So this one, I think the composition is good. Headline, I'd keep it right there. Subhead right there. Then this could be, you don't even really need this piece right here since it's being showed here. It's really easy to see what's going on in this picture and this image as opposed to this one. So I don't think you need that in there. I just say logo, that's it for the billboard. You don't even need any text in a billboard because, well, nobody's going to read it. There's no time. Magazine ads. Now you do need text in a magazine ad. So what I would do is, let's use this one as an example. But this one, I would get rid of those blue blocks, logo, lower right-hand corner. No need to look again. Headline, and then maybe your subhead, then a little body copy. Explain what's going on with the magazine ad. Remember, they have time in a magazine ad to read about the product, and they will. So, it's a really good idea to leave, pull this right here, that ultimate magnetic, that verbiage right there. So we have headline, subhead, body copy, and then logo, exit strategy, contact information along the bottom. All right, now this piece here is a little different because I would suggest not to use this image in an ad campaign. And the reason I say that is because it could be offensive to some people. It is an extreme close-up of a bathing suit. So, yeah, so that's a little questionable. I would replace that image. But nonetheless, I would say use the same kind of formula. Image, headline, subhead, body copy, logo on the corner. Okay. Now listen, I don't censor, and I'm not telling you you have to change this. I'm saying that once this piece ends up in your portfolio, you definitely want to keep things in mind about what might be, and what if you have a completely super conservative interviewer. Something like this could potentially be offensive. Okay, I'm not saying you have to change it. I'm just saying think about it. Okay. All right, and then finally we have the banners. Now the banners, I think, do you know how to animate type? I'm suggesting to all the students in the class that if you're going to submit a banner, it's got an electronic portfolio, so let's animate the type. It'll just show another layer of your skill set to the portfolio reviewer or the hiring, the potential employer, as it were. So just fade that in and leave it, and you're good to go. Trouble finding your glasses reader rest. You don't need this here because it's not explaining anything as it floats in space here. So I would remove that. And don't forget, web banner, the only thing, your job with web banner is to get them to click. That's it. So you don't have to really even describe, just grab their attention and click. This is good. I think this ad is good. Again, look how much more easy this thing is going to breathe when you get rid of that big blue block right there. Maybe move her over, little logo in the corner, type right there. For a banner, it'll be beautiful. All right, those would be my recommendations. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to give me a holler. All right, thank you.